Most traders take one look at a company like this and immediately say, nope. You see negative profit margins, you see a big chunk of debt, and you see the chart where at some point it looked like it slid down a hill, and your brain just goes, okay, absolutely not. And honestly, I get it. That's the normal reaction, especially when you've been taught to avoid anything that looks messy. But here's the thing. Sometimes, the companies that look the worst on paper end up being the biggest turnaround stories. And today, I'm going to show you one that is quietly sitting at the intersection of AI and defense tech, and why I believe that this company could have 10x potential over the next few years. And also, I'm going to show you how it stacks up against some of the biggest names in this space. The company, it's called BigBear.ai. Now let's break down what's really happening, because once you understand this, you'll have an edge that most traders don't. Now, before we go any deeper, let me say this now. If your goal is to make trading simpler, clearer, and more profitable without spending all day on the charts, join me inside of the Trading Launchpad or the Profitable Traders Academy. The Trading Launchpad gives you structure and focus, so you can stop second-guessing your trades and finally feel in control of your progress. The Profitable Traders Academy gives you skill and confidence to spot high-quality trades, so you can do that on your own and you're no longer depending on anyone else's analysis. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's start with the part that scares most people. Big Bear right now is sitting on about $200 million in debt. And right now, it only brings in around $158 million per year in revenue. Its net margins are around negative 187%, which is basically your brain right now saying, so they're losing almost twice as much money as they make? Yes. On paper, it looks terrible. But the promise today is simple. I'm going to show you why most people overlook this stock and how it could be the exact reason why it takes off later. Specifically, how Big Bear could be setting up for a 3 to 5 year 10x story if just a few key dominoes fall into place. This is not wishful thinking, it's just math, timing, contracts, and sector momentum right now. And I'm going to break down the entire tech, the sector, the entire business model so cleanly, so that way, even if you've heard of AI before 1,000 times on the internet and still have no clue as to what it actually means, you'll walk away from this video feeling like, okay, I get it now. To understand Big Bear, you have to understand what is happening in the world right now. Defense spending is exploding, no pun intended. Global tension is rising, and AI is being woven into every part of government, military, and corporate decision making. This isn't sci-fi anymore. This isn't maybe one day we'll see that kind of technology. It's literally happening right now. Even the current U.S. administration has made AI a national defense priority, outlining plans for AI-enabled, data-driven command systems. That just means that military decisions are now shifting from human reaction to AI prediction. All of this is using real-time data to decide where to move, when to respond, and how to allocate resources faster than ever before. So let me give you a few pop culture examples to make this even more clear. So think about Terminator, Iron Man with Jarvis analyzing threats, and the movie Minority Report predicting what is coming next. The biggest difference is this isn't Hollywood anymore. These systems are literally being built right now. And I don't say that as an outsider. I used to work in engineering within the defense world, so I've seen firsthand how long some of these projects take to build, fund, and scale. And that's why when I analyze a company like BigBear.ai, I'm not just guessing. I understand the cycle behind how defense tech actually grows. And BigBear.ai is one of the companies positioning itself at the center of that huge transformation. And I want you to think about it in this way, in the simplest way possible. This is the new arms race. It isn't about jets and tanks anymore, even though I really love jets. We still will have those, but it's more about software right now. It's all about data. And it's also about the algorithms that can analyze patterns much faster than humans can. There are so many countries in the news every day racing to build smarter, faster systems to predict threats, power autonomous vehicles, guide drones, analyze satellite images, protect infrastructure, manage battlefield logistics, and make more decisions in real time. And the companies building the intelligence behind those systems are now the ones who are positioned to grow. That includes Palantir. We've been hearing a lot about that these days. Anduril, another company. Shield AI is another company. C3 AI is also another company. And yes, Yes, Big Bear AI. Most traders have no idea how big this shift really is. They're too focused chasing quick wins to see what's happening right in front of them. And now that you know, you've got an edge that most people don't. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's go ahead and simplify Big Bear, because problems with companies like this is the terminology. People talk about decision intelligence, data fusion, autonomy, and AI-enabled workflows, and you're sitting there like, what does all this even mean? So Big Bear builds software that helps organizations make smarter decisions by using data. Think of them like the digital brain that sits on top of all the systems they may use inside of the company. They don't build drones. They don't manufacture hardware. They don't replace Palantir. They help companies and governments see patterns faster, spot risks earlier, allocate resources better, and predict outcomes using data they already have. So just to make this make sense, here's a simple analogy. Imagine that you're running a huge warehouse. You got trucks coming in, you got trucks going out, you have inventory moving, orders coming in, delays happening, and hundreds of other things going on all at once, most of them going wrong. And Big Bear software help you predict where backups will happen, where resources are being wasted, and optimize the workflow and make decisions automatically. Now imagine that same idea being applied to the military, where you have stuff going on all the time, all over the world. You have logistics, security, border control, emergency response, and so many other things. And that's what Big Bear does. But here's where things went wrong in their financials. They went public during the 2021 boom in SPACs. That is just short for Special Purpose Acquisition Company. Basically a shortcut for private companies to get listed on the stock market. And they want that because they want to raise capital in order to do the things they want to do. And remember how that wave introduced a lot of companies to the market, and a lot of them weren't ready for public scrutiny. Then interest rates went up. Raising money got harder for a lot of companies, especially when they were in growth mode. Unfortunately, contracts slowed down. Margins fell apart. And with all this stuff happening, your mind is probably going, oh, this is why the numbers look so bad. Exactly. But here's the important part. They've refinanced their biggest debt out to 2029. Basically, it gives them more time to land contracts. It also gives them time to improve their profit margins. It gives them more time to clean up the balance sheet. Turnarounds don't start off as pretty. That's why they need to be turned around in the first place. They start off really messy. And this one is very messy, but completely solvable. If you want more deep dives like this and learn how to think through the market like this on your own, then go ahead and join the Trading Launchpad or the Profitable Traders Academy. This is where I teach you how to think like a real trader, someone who understands the story behind every single trade. Make sure you hit subscribe so that way you don't miss the next video. Okay, now let's talk numbers, and I promise to keep this as simple as possible. Right now, Big Bear's revenue is about $158 million a year. It's stable, but it's not exploding yet. We have net margins that are negative 187%. This is awful. That's how much money they have left after they pay everyone. They're in the red. Yes, negative 187% is awful. This was based on a lot of restructuring and one-time charges, basically investments that they made inside of the company as they were scaling up. Their gross margins are around 22% at this point, and this is relatively low for software. You want to be closer to about 40 to maybe 70%. Right now, the debt is around $200 million, but now it's refinanced out to 2029. This is going to be one of the biggest pressure points for them, and right now their cash is sitting around $50 million. Right now, it's a very lean but survivable organization if their revenue improves. So yes, the numbers are ugly right now, but ugly numbers are what turnarounds look like before they actually turn around. Right now, your brain might be saying, okay, so is this risky? And of course it is. Turnarounds always carry risk, but risk is what creates the asymmetric opportunity. That's when you see things that are like 10x, 100x, 1000x. But the bigger question is the reward bigger than the risk if this story plays out? So right now, let's compare Big Bear to their competitors, specifically some other players inside of this space. So right now I'm going to pull up my table. Okay, and I'm going to break this down in the simplest way possible. So Palantir helps governments and large companies make sense of massive amounts of messy data. Anduril builds physical defense tech like drones and surveillance systems, and then they overlay AI with that. Shield AI makes autonomous drones used in very dangerous environments. C3 AI sells AI tools to banks, hospitals, and energy companies. And Big Bear sits in the middle. They build the decision-making brain that helps all of these systems work smarter. Big Bear doesn't compete directly with these companies. It glues the whole ecosystem together. And that's why this setup is so interesting. If the numbers look bad, the stock is bad. That's typically what people say. And I get why they think that. You've been told to avoid negative earnings, avoid debt, and avoid unprofitable companies. But here's the thing, turnarounds almost never look good at the start. If the numbers were already great, the stock wouldn't be cheap. Bad numbers don't automatically make it a bad opportunity. They just mean that you're early to the story, especially in this case. So when a company has time to fix its problems, a growing sector, and a product that fits the future, that's where the major upside lives. And Big Bear right now has all three of those. They got their debt pushed out to 2029, AI defense spending is exploding, and is also a product that the government actually needs. And this company is so cheap right now, I wouldn't be surprised if major players partner with them, invest heavily in them, or even acquire them. Sometimes the best opportunities are the ones that haven't been re-rated yet. And all re-rate means is when the market wakes up and realizes that a company is worth more than they originally thought. And the stock gets valued higher because the fundamentals improve, specifically talking about the money that they're bringing into the company and how effectively they use it. It's like when someone finally noticed an underpriced house in a really good neighborhood. Nothing changed about the house. People just realized what it's actually worth. Okay, so here we are on the chart. I took a screenshot of what I was looking at for Big Bear's chart. So I'm mostly going to focus my analysis on the daily time frame, especially because I am looking for this to play out in the next year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. So right now, as far as what I'm looking to do inside of the market, I'm looking to actually take some long dated leaps out to 2027 and 2028. And if you don't know what a leap is, it's basically just an options contract that goes out years and years from now. And I'm also looking to potentially buy some shares as well. So I do have some limit orders set up inside of one of my trading accounts right now in order to buy once it gets to a price that I'm looking at. And I'll tell you what that is right now here on the charts. All right. So if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that we have a couple of resistance points and some support points that I want to focus on. So just to keep this very simple, and I have some moving averages on my chart, and right now I have the black one that is roughly 50, and then I have the green one that is roughly 100, and I say roughly because sometimes I don't use those exact values. It really just depends on the chart, and sometimes I will adjust them based on what I want to see for that particular market. And then the red one is going to be the 200-day moving average. And you can see right here that there was a bounce off the 200-day moving average, and I'm waiting for price to come back to this area in order for me to look for a buying opportunity. You can see that it got really close, right around $4 and let's just say 75 cents roughly. And then there was another point way down here at roughly $2, and let's just go up here, $2 and let's just say 80 cents. So I'm looking for some sort of bounce off the 200-day moving average, especially because I'm planning to hold this for the long term. And just to give you some quick levels, so my key resistance level is around $10 right now. My key support level at the moment is sitting around $4.75. And then I have another support level at $2.40. Hopefully it does not come down here, but there's a possibility for it to. So I'm just being prepared for that. And then I did draw this trend line. So we have point A at the bottom support level and then point B kind of where I talked about the 200-day moving average before. And then we do have some profit targets. So my first profit target after it breaks this resistance at $10 is going to be at, let's just say this is around $13. And then the next profit target for me is going to be at, let's just say $16. So those are my immediate term profit targets. So, and when I say immediate, it's going to be in the next 1 year, maybe 2 years, because remember, I'm looking to buy long dated options that are at this point almost 3 years out, which is kind of crazy to think about. But this is pretty much my chart and my profit targets for this market for right now. So for Big Bear to 5x or 10x over the next year or few years, 4 things need to happen. The first is defense AI spending needs to keep accelerating. Then Big Bear needs to win 2 to 3 long-term defense contracts. And then gross margins need to rise from 22% to 40% at least. And then their debt needs to get converted and reduced and then offset by higher cash flow, meaning they need to just make more money. And if all 4 of those dominoes fall, this stops being a penny stock, because it is right now, and starts looking like a legitimate multi-billion-dollar revaluation story. This is not a dream. This is a clear path to profitability. And personally, like I said before, I'm looking to purchase LEAP options at least a couple years out and buy some shares and take some small trades in the short term. Will all of this play out? We will have to see, just like any other company. So if you want to understand trades like this and build confidence to make profitable decisions on your own, that's exactly what I teach inside of the Trading Launchpad and the Profitable Traders Academy. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that way you don't miss when I break down another company just like this with 10x plus potential. So on the screen right now, you're going to see some other videos that are going to help you be able to become a better trader. Definitely check those out, and I'll see you there.